5-finger tremolo. So using the pinky, why don't I go to the major section again? I've sort of been doing this first measure over and over. So all I do to practice this, you could do it a couple ways, but I like to do it so that the thumb and the pinky play together, and then you do the tremolo. Really good exercise. What it does is, I think, a couple things. One is it balances out the hand. I'm a big fan of sort of trying to involve everything, all the fingers, in my technical work. A lot of guitarists neglect the pinky, so you've got these kind of strong, and the pinky is kind of just left there. So I think by involving the pinky, you kind of balance out the hand a little bit more. I think it also helps the A finger. If you can get a beautiful tone and have control of the pinky, I think it's a lot easier to have the same happen for the ring finger. You'll probably feel that if you haven't played with the pinky before, at first you'll feel a sort of a workout happening in this part of the hand. You don't want to exert too much energy or force. You don't want to feel too much strain. I even suggest excuse me, practicing maybe just on an open string, just to get the feel of, maybe try like I and pinky before you dive into the tremolo, if this is new for you. I talk about that in my warm-up video a little bit. I really like using this as part of my warm-up, using the pinky to get the whole hand working. I find thumb and pinky is a really good one because it's sort of like the outer parts of your hand. Get that going. You can also apply it, if you want to do something a bit more advanced, you could apply it to Etude, Villa-Lobos Etude number 1. I'll do it slowly. So I guess these 4 fingers are playing on the first 5 strings, and then use the pinky for the top string. You'll find that it's quite difficult to get a nice tone. I'm struggling a little bit to get a nice tone right now with that finger, or at least a tone that's equal or matched to the other fingers. Very good challenge though. I see, we have this finger here, why not use it? So the final thing I want to talk about is applying the tremolo pattern to scales. So a lot of guitarists probably practice scales M and I, A and I, and A and M, the standard sort of those 3 groupings, pairings. You can also include your thumb, so then you would have P, I, P, M, P, A, and then you can include your pinky, so you'd have P, and then your pinky, and then I, pinky, middle pinky, and ring pinky. So if you do that, you'll have all of the possible pairings of your fingers. But you can also practice the tremolo pattern, so P, A, M, I. You can do this in a couple of ways. You could do, excuse me, you can do like 4 strikes per note. Or you could do 1 strike per note. Let me see if I get a good angle here. And becomes a bit more challenging because your hand is crossing strings a lot and sort of unpredictably at random. It's also good to develop a sense of accent. I don't think you want everything to be equal. If anything, the thumb is not necessarily louder, but I think it's more accented. Especially on the main downbeat. The thumb kind of provides the main pulse groups. So if you do this with scales, you can also think of that. And of course then you can also try and do dynamic shaping as well. I can start softer than that. Right, so if you can get a really nice crescendo and then a decrescendo using the tremolo pattern, I think that will help a lot once you put that into practice. One of the really most tricky musical things of the tremolo, aside from some of the things I've already talked about, is the dynamic shaping. So whatever you can do to try and work and improve and enhance that. I think this is a really good method to play scales using the tremolo pattern.